and welcome everybody to another StarCraft 2 cast by Glitch. I am now going to be bringing to you Game 2 of Evil Genius's Puma versus Complexity's Minigun. This is going to be TVP on Shakuras Plateau. In Game 1 we saw, well, just really nice macro from Puma. Very standard macro game from both of these players, and Puma just with really nice EMPs from his ghosts, had a lot of early ghosts up, able to get off some very good EMPs before the final fight, and was able to take down a lot of the forces of Minigun pretty decisively. So here in Game 2 we're going to see if Minigun is going to be able to come back from that loss in Game 1, or whether he is going to lose this little series, this little best of 3 here, to Puma. So, we do have one probe now coming across the map for Minigun. Notice I do have this playing at ×2 speed. This is a little bit longer of a replay, and I kind of want to get through it all in one cast, so I am going to be playing at ×2 speed here for a little bit. Puma just now moving out. Minigun not able to immediately scout his opponent's position, but there isn't too much to scout at the moment, as we are just seeing very standard here from Puma so far. We do have a command center here coming down. We've got a barracks down right now, and looks like nothing but standard here from Puma at the moment. No gas yet being mined. For Minigun, we have one assimilator is up, so he is now mining, although he's only got 2 harvesters on that assimilator actually right now. We do have that gateway down, we've got that cybernetics core down, and will Minigun be saving up some energy here right now? He is saving up a little bit of energy on his nexus there. He has just now thrown down an expansion nexus, and yes, from Puma we have a similar build. Fast expansion builds always very common on this map, just because that natural expansion is so easy to defend, because you only have a kind of medium-sized ramp that leads up here to your natural, so it's pretty easy to defend both your expansions by just defending this one ramp. So most players do go for a fast expand on this build, and we do see some chrono boosting here going down on this warp gate research for Minigun. And what do we see here? We now have 3 gateways coming up. Will we see a 4th gateway? Are we going to see a bit of a 4-gate here from Minigun? Yeah, we are seeing some more chrono boost going down here, so it looks like Minigun is going to be going for some early damage. We currently have 3 gateways on the way, so it looks like it's going to be some 3-gate early pressure as opposed to the usual 4-gate. This is going to save Minigun a little bit in economy, but as he is on 2 bases now, I'm not sure why he wouldn't just go for that full-on 4-gate. Interesting build here from Minigun. Now, what do we have here? We have a hidden Twilight Council in the corner, as well as a Forge now coming up for Minigun. Could we be seeing some Dark Templar here? We will see in just a moment. In the base of Puma right now, we do have more barracks coming up. We have a factory coming up. This is a slightly different build from what we had in Game 1, as in Game 1, before getting that factory up, Puma did get up that Ghost Academy, so we could have a lot of ghosts up to do some a little bit of early aggression with some ghosts, but it looks like in this game he's going to be going for that factory first, just now getting a starport up as well, so we might be seeing some drop play here from Puma. Meanwhile, in the base of Minigun, we have Blink now being researched, so it looks like Minigun is going to be going for some Blink Stalker play here. Always a good choice on this map, getting very popular on this map, just because there are a lot of ledges here, lots of rocks, lots of areas that you can blink to. If you have Stalkers that give you a lot of access to a lot of different portions of the map very easily for those Blink Stalkers. So, I like that play there from Minigun. Will we be seeing some pressure applied soon, though, from either of these players, or are we just going to be seeing more macro style from both these players? We do have more gateways now going down, as well as a robotics facility here for Minigun. Blink now just finishing, +1 attack upgrades for those gateway units now coming up on that Forge. In the base of Puma, continuing to just macro up lots of Marines, and now we have add-ons coming down on our all our barracks and our starport. We've got a reactor on that starport, meaning we got medevacs on the way in the doubles, and we've got 1 barracks with reactor and 2 with tech lab stim on the way, as well as that concussive shell upgrade. If we check out that harvester count right now, we can see that Minigun's actually a little bit ahead. He's been chrono boosting out those workers. We can see he's at 48 to 42 workers right now, and looks like both these players starting to get a little bit antsy. Minigun's starting to move out with a few stalkers here. We have a few stalkers moving across the map. They're going to be able to take out this factory. Looks like Minigun has decided he is not going to be needing that. In the meantime, there is a drop coming for Puma, but did Minigun see it? They passed right over that probe. So Minigun should be aware of this if he was watching his mini-map, but did he catch it there? Looks like he's not moving any forces to come defend against this drop, so it looks like Puma may have missed it. There is an observer moving down to that position, but he's not going to have any units up there in time to defend this attack. Here comes the drop from Puma. Puma now dropping all his units, taking out that pylon, now moving in to try to get some worker kills. Minigun pulling all his units as quickly as he can. The Nexus is now being focused here, but it looks like Minigun's forces are going to get here just in time to be able to take out, to take care of this drop. Nice drop, nice little bit of blink micro there from Minigun, blinking back that weak stalker, continuing to deal as much damage as he can. Looks like he is going to be able to clean this attack up, trying to pick off that medevac. One medevac just barely gets away. Don't know that that was the most cost-effective attack there from Puma, but now what do we have here? We have 2 pylons up in this upper place. Always good to do this as a Protoss player, placing these pylons in forward positions where an opponent might not be aware of them. Means that you could well do exactly what Minigun is doing. You can warp in units later. If your opponent doesn't scout it, he could actually end up defending the space by walling off here, and you could just be warping in units here and attacking that third base quite easily. Puma, of course, now aware of this danger as 2 Zealots are well attacking his command center that's coming up. Now moving in with a lot of units, but here we go. Minigun now going for that blink. Yes, all of the stalkers have now blinked up into the main base of Puma, and he's now going to start targeting down those add-ons. They are not researching anything, but he is going to be able to stop the production of Marauders for a little while. Reactor going down. This is going to cut heavily into the production of Minigun. Now moving in, getting a lot of worker kills here. Puma trying to come in here to try to stop as much as he can, leaving some units there on the low ground to be able to deal with these units when they come blinking back down again. Nice blink down there by Minigun. Looks like he's blinking down all the weak stalkers. Loving that play there from Minigun. Excellent blink micro. Puma not able to use these units to help clean up that attack. He is going to be able to pick off that observer though. The observer does fall. Rebuilding all his add-ons. Looks like we're now getting a lot of heavy gateways coming down here for Puma, producing a lot of gateways. He's got 1 command center now at his 3rd expansion. No expansion yet for Minigun, but we do see a Templar Archives now coming down as well as that Zealot speed, so we are going to be seeing a big gateway push here pretty soon. Potentially with Archons, we will be able to see whether he's going to be going for that Psystorm upgrade or whether he's just getting that Templar Archives just to get up some High Templar so that he can start to get some of those Archons going in, well, just as soon as that Templar Archives is done. Now we do have some Blink Stalkers here coming in. Gonna be able to do a lot of damage before this Planetary Fortress finishes, actually. Lots of damage being done. Few workers being taken out here for Minigun so far. We can see that 14 workers have been killed for Minigun, so doing very, very well in the workers killed game. Currently up in Harvesters 71 to 57. That's actually a lot of Harvesters. But of course, Puma is now on this 3rd base, so he's either going to need to do a lot more damage or he's going to need to expand on his own very soon. There we go. Now we do have the Psionic Storm now on the way for Minigun. In the base of Puma, we finally have a Ghost Academy down. It is researching that Mobius reactor for those ghosts, going to be able to increase that starting energy so that ghosts start with the ability to EMP right off the bat. They will have 75 energy. Do we have any ghosts yet on the field for Puma? Looks like no. If we check out the unit counting station right now, we can see that no, it's strictly Marine Marauder Medevac right now, as no ghosts have yet been produced. On the production tab, we can see that 2 ghosts are just about to pop out, and there they come just now. Didn't quite get in for that Mobius reactor, so they can't quite EMP yet. They of course start with 50 energy. That extra 25 energy would give them that 75 they need to EMP right away. Looks like Minigun finally deciding to take that 3rd base of his own and start to macro up a lot of Zealots here. Looks like he's going to be saving up some High Templars energy here. You, of course, if you're going to go for High Templars for their Psionic Storm, you want to get them early in your composition just so that they can start to save up as much energy as they can, because, of course, if they do have full energy, they are able to produce 2 Psystorms right off the bat, so they actually can do pretty well. And I love this play here from Puma. I've talked about this before in my casts, but Sensor Towers, they are so good. They barely cost anything. I believe they cost 125? Yeah, 125 and 100. And they do so well. They give you so much map vision. You can see this giant circle down here on the mini-map is the radius in which that sensor tower gives him vision. He can see any units coming in that radius, so it's actually very, very good. I mean, if you check that out, I mean, that's like 1/3 of the map right there that you can see. Okay, maybe 1/4 of the map, but still, it's a huge part of the map. Excellent thinking here by Puma, placing that in that forward position. Going to make all these expansions much easier to defend, but in the meantime, what do we have here coming down? But a Warp Prism here for Minigun. In the meantime, Puma's going to be pushing forward here with this big attack. This Warp Prism is loaded up with 2 High Templar. They're going to be able to come in here for some special tactics here, doing it White Raw style. Going to drop some High Templar, some Storms on this mineral line. That could be devastating there for Puma. Puma now moving in with this big, scary attack force here. Minigun doing an excellent job, actually, of spreading out all his units, but, ooh, 1 High Templar instantly gets stormed there. A lot of damage, actually, dealt by losing that 1 High Templar. That is going to be 2 Psystorms, I think. Because, oh no, another brutal EMP goes off, takes out all the energy on those High Templar. Now, Minigun is looking like he is not in the best position right now. He is now going to try to dance a little bit to try to see what he can do to try to hold off his opponent as long as he can. There's a forward Ghost there. The Ghost does get cleaned up. Psystorm's going on, but nice split there by Puma. Completely dodges one of those Storms, now going in as quickly as he can. Archon's now being formed by Minigun, but Puma is just decimating this force. This force is just melting away to all the forces of Puma. More damage being done to these Archons. The Archons all fall, and Puma in such a good position. Looks like Minigun is now going to be coming in to do that Psystorm, but Puma here is left with so many units. The Templar archives go down. He's now not going to be able to produce any more Templar, and he's now moving into that natural expansion, starting to get a lot of work kills, dealing a lot of damage. No drop yet going down for Minigun. Looks like he is a little too occupied with this big drop there. More Psystorms going down there, taking out a lot of these units, actually, but there is still a big force here from Puma. These are 1-1 units in upgrades, and will Minigun be able to hold this position? Puma sitting on the ramp, dealing as much damage as he can, losing a lot of his forces. All his forces are very low from stimming so much, but they are going to go in there and clean up all those Stalkers, and there is still a considerable force left here. Lots of Zealots now moving down the ramp for Minigun. It looks like they are going to be able to clean this attack up as they are all really low. Ghosts now coming in, though, getting a lot of snipes off on those Zealots. In the meantime, looks like Minigun is finally getting up the APM to get those High Templar down. Those High Templar have just now been dropped. Psystorm's going down on all those minerals lines. Holy cow, that was a ton of workers killed there for Minigun. So nice small win there, but looks like Puma is determined to win this game right here, right now. Lots of units are all just streaming across the map here, rallied straight to the front. Minigun's base, the natural expansion goes down. Minigun fighting to stay up, currently behind 93 to 124 in the food count. Puma continuing to push in with more Ghosts, more Marines, and more Marauders, going for this lean unit mix that is going to be very effective here. Lots more SCVs there going down for Minigun, and this is not looking good for Puma. Puma now taking position on the ramp there. He's staying close to the ramp because he wants to be able, he doesn't want those Zealots to be able to get any kind of a surround on him, so he's going to stay on the ramp and fight from the ramp, and yeah, we see him doing just that there as he's now moving in. More units still being rallied in. Puma really looking to win this match right now. 151 food to 110 food right now. Puma in such an excellent position here. Such good, solid play here from Puma. Now on that 4th mining base as well. Minigun's force is just slowly dwindling to the forces of Puma. Another Psystorm goes down, misses a lot of the units of it. Puma always on top of dodging those Psystorms. It's absolutely unbelievable how quick he is at reacting to those Psystorms, but it looks like Minigun isn't going to be able to hold off this push here from Puma. Puma just coming in with so many forces, and there is the GG from Minigun. Holy cow, that was an intense series. That means Puma is going to be taking this best of 3. Whew, that was a long little ending battle. A couple of announcements, guys, just so you guys know. Next week on Monday, that's going to be September the 19th and September the 22nd at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I am going to be casting live, my first event live. It's going to be really scary. I'm so nervous for it, but it is going to be on my own Twitch TV channel. I think that's twitchtv.com/getglitched. Check it out, and of course do all the commenting and all the subscribing, and I'm about to go over 15 minutes, so I am going to get out of here. Thanks for watching, guys. Glitch out.